This is the Samsung A56 and I'm going to show you the sickest customization tricks, tips to snap way better photos, hacks I bet you didn't know you can turn on, and so much more, so let's get straight into it. Alright, let's level up this camera. So when you first open it up, you'll notice that you can switch between 12 and 50 megapixel photos. But the problem is, every time you close and reopen the camera app, it always switches back to 12 megapixels. Annoying, but here's how you can fix that. So inside the camera settings, if you scroll down and select settings to keep, here you'll find high pixel resolution. Just toggle this on. Now, when you switch to 50 megapixels, it stays on 50 megapixels even after you quit the app. Nice. Then again, back inside the camera, you see this little icon right over here? Well, if you tap it, you'll see this plus icon, right? And if you select it, you can then go into your gallery, select a photo where you really like the filter, click done, and then your camera will actually copy those colors and style to your pics. This is just such a cool feature, and you can tweak it even more by adjusting the strength of your filter, the color temperature to make your shots a bit warmer or cooler, contrast to lift those shadows or deepen the blacks, and saturation to just pump up or dial back the colors. Literally creating your own custom filter. And bam, your photo should go from looking like this to something like this. Huh? Okay, now Samsung have the best object arrays, and this phone is no different. So say you got a great photo, right? But some random people are just photobombing the background. Well, if you tap the star icon, you get some really cool editing options, but more importantly, object arrays, which straight away should auto-detect people in your background, but if it doesn't, you can just draw a circle around them, then hit erase, and poof, those people will kindly remove themselves from your pic. So much better. Then for another epic gallery trick, you actually got to go back into the camera app and tap on this little icon over here called motion photos. And the really cool thing about motion photos is if you take a bunch of different selfies, right, with 2 or more people, but maybe 1 or 2 of you had your eyes closed or pulled a funny face, well, if you swipe up, you'll see this option, choose best face, and now it'll actually scan every person's face in the photo, and you can literally pick their best face. Or you can even scrub through the entire motion photo and find the exact face you want. Wow. Okay, now this is something really cool that is also on the A56. So if you start playing music and then lock the phone, you'll see the controller is now in this new spot called the Now bar. And if you tap it, it'll make it full screen where you can check out the album artwork, scrub through the track, or even skip forward and backward. And this even works with a timer inside the clock app, even when using Google Maps for navigation and a couple other cool apps like YouTube, where you can also check out the thumbnail or even scrub the video. You can also swipe between each one of these, but here's a really cool trick. If your phone's completely locked like this, right, it might seem like you can't control anything on the Now bar. But if you double tap, hello, you can actually still control things. And one other thing, when you unlock the A56 to the home screen, you'll notice the Now bar then just moves to the notification bar. And what's great is you can control most of those apps right from here. Pretty sweet. But now let me show you 3 apps that'll totally change the way you use this phone. Alright, for the first app, and this one is such a lifesaver. Inside the Play Store, if you download an app called Local Send, what you can do with this app is click on the send icon, then tap media and choose whatever images you want from your gallery, videos, heck, it could even be all your pictures. But then on your laptop, computer, tablet, it could be anything, make sure you've also got Local Send installed. And now on your phone, if you just tap MacBook Air, bam, it'll instantly transfer to your other device, and it is just so insanely quick. Like, I literally use this every day. Quick tip, just make sure both devices are on the same Wi-Fi, otherwise it won't work. But now for the second app, which is even better. If you swipe down on the A56 and tap on Link to Windows, then just log into your Windows account. And on your Windows computer, search for something called Phone Link app. It should instantly come up and be pre-installed on your computer. But basically, when you open that app, you'll see it'll want to instantly connect to your phone. And once that's done, everything you type and copy on your computer can be pasted on your phone, and vice versa. So cool. You can even control your entire phone just straight from your PC, or if you wanted to check out some photos and save those to your computer, you can. Or you can even answer phone calls straight straight from your computer without touching your phone.
Hello.
For the third app, this one's on the Play Store. It's called Surfshark, and honestly, everyone should be using it. When you open it up, you'll notice this long list of countries. Just tap on any one of them, like the United States, for example. And now, if you open up Netflix, boom, every show, movie, or series only available in the US, you can now watch.
Wow.
And it's the same for Japan with exclusive anime.
Nani?
Or even the UK if you want to watch some dry comedy.
Spam, bacon, sausage and spam.
But there's actually two more great reasons to get this app. And the first one, if you go into products, you'll notice that it actually has an antivirus, which if you turn on, it will scan your phone and make sure it's always safe from viruses, which you can easily pick up from emails or visiting dodgy websites. And secondly, when choosing to actually log into one of these countries, what Surfshark does is it puts a filter over your search history that kind of makes you invisible. Meaning nobody can spy on what you search for and what websites you visit. It's also the same price as a cup of coffee, but unlike coffee, you can share Surfshark with the whole family. Give it a try using this QR code or go to surfshark.com and use code Hayls for 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Plus, it has a 30-day money-back guarantee, but trust me, you won't even need it. Okay? Okay, now here are some tricks you gotta know because they are just so cool. Inside settings under modes and routines, if you tap the routines tab, then click the plus icon. In here you have these two options, and if you select if, then scroll down until you see unlock with fingerprint and select that. And for then, go ahead and scroll down until you see effects. And in here, select edge lighting effect. You can then customize it a bit more to suit your style. But now, once that is done, every time you gotta unlock your phone with your fingerprint, bam, you get this cool edge lighting effect. But we are not done because under this Discover tab back inside routines, if you scroll down, you'll see this auto rotate option. Go ahead and save that. But before I show you what it does, also go into save battery at night. Then in here, select the time period and change it to sunset until next day sunrise. And also choose every day, then click done and save. Now, check this out. Firstly, when you're out of YouTube, it'll be set to portrait, meaning it's off. But when you go into YouTube, it'll automatically turn to auto rotate. This way, when you find a video to watch, you can just turn your phone and your screen will automatically rotate just for YouTube. Then secondly, if you don't put your phone on to charge at night, your phone will automatically go into battery saving mode while you're sleeping. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll still have some battery. Now that is smart. Now let's chat about gestures, because these ones you just gotta know. If you're just browsing through social media and come across a really cool song, well, if you just tap and hold down on the home button, then just tap this music icon, it'll scan the music busy playing and bada bing, bada boom, it'll give you the name of that tune. And you know how you can take a screenshot by pressing the side and volume down buttons? Now, there's actually another way you can do it. All you gotta do is hold down the home screen button again, then draw around whatever it is you'd like, hit the share button, and now you can send it to any one of your contacts without having taken an entire screenshot, then cropping it, and all that jazz. Oh, and if you're wondering how I got this volume bar, I'll show you in just a second. But before I do, try this out with me. If you're inside the gallery and then you drag and hold to select a bunch of images, but keep holding, you see how they all kind of group up together? Well, now using your other hand, you can open an app like WhatsApp and let go of everything in there. I mean, that is a really sick hidden gesture. But you know what else is cool? Some screen secrets. Okay, so I've actually shown this one before, but I had to show you guys again. Inside settings, if you scroll down to notification settings, then select notification pop-up style and edge lighting style. In here, you can play around and choose from different designs, different colors, and a few other settings. And after you're done, whenever you get a message, so cool. But here's another one of my favorite features on this bad boy. On your home screen, if you tap and hold down, then select widgets, inside you'll find this gallery widget option, but it's had such a nice upgrade. So once you've added it to your home screen, you can then select exactly what albums or images you want to display. So I just went with something that matched my wallpaper beautifully. But what's so nice is you can now choose from a couple different frame options that just make it look so good. And as you can see, if you pair it with a cool wallpaper like this one, which you can get from haylsworld.com, you can get some pretty sick home screen designs. And before you do any of that, I definitely recommend going into display settings, then into motion and smoothness and switch to adaptive. This will change your screen from 60 Hz to 120, which as you can see makes navigating around so much smoother. Alright, now for these next two tricks, you'll need to go into the Galaxy Store and download an app called Good Luck. Some of you guys might already know this app, but let me show you some crazy cool tricks you can do with it. Once you're inside Good Luck, all you gotta do is download Theme Park, Keys Cafe, and Sound Assistant. And now we can dig into it. So starting with Keys Cafe, and you guys are gonna love this one. If you select Style Your Own Keyboard and pick from any one of these options at the bottom, then hit Apply. At the bottom, you might notice this Effects tab, and in here, you can pick a keyboard effect, which is the effect that's behind the key, then an effect color, which is the effect on the key, and finally a motion effect, which is how the key moves. And just for that cherry on top, inside Sounds, you can then pick between these different typing effects, which sound so cool. And the bam, your keyboard is now 100% certified fresh. Then back inside Good Luck, this time if you go into Sound Assistant and in here turn this on, you can pick from one of these sick volume bars. There's a ton of different colors to choose from and you can even customize them, like choosing between a different size, or if you really wanted to, you can even pick to have a knob instead. Pair it up with a badass wallpaper and bam, you now have the sickest A56 setup. But by far, the best thing you guys can do is hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss a tips and tricks video like my Good Luck one. And I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!